You're watching National Streaming Sports, over 20 podcasts, 70 shows, and a 3.5-star rating on Roku TV.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. Let me reset my microphone here on the desk, just in case I need to use the keyboard. It's an ongoing project. It's ongoing. I think you guys and gals might have seen that there's a little bit of a change to the desk as I've, going through things. I'm actually, I know you guys don't care, but I'm actually going to try to set up a desk where I have a computer on the other side. So if I have a guest that actually comes into the studio, they can sit at a computer and they can have a camera on them if I send them the link or whatever, so they can actually be in the show, and then they can see them, on a split screen. And we'd both be here, but it'd be cool. So it'll be unique to see. I got a shot. We're going to do the normal Raider thing and win a few games, and end up picking in the teens, and yeah. That's it. You know how they say Charger's gonna Charger? They'll screw up, and they will. But Raiders are gonna Raider too. TTD 8 is that my friend from CENTCOM that lives in Arizona? I can't see the full thing. If it is, good to see you, as I see you here on Instagram. I do run Instagram as well. We are here on the National Streaming Sports Network, shown on Roku. We are here on my Instagram, which is over on that side. Of course, we are on 1, 2, 3, 4 Facebooks. My Captain Jack Facebook, my Captain Jack other Facebook, my personal Facebook, the Elite Superfan page, of course, my YouTube page, the Twitch page for gamers, which I was told to be on, and of course, Roku on National Streaming Sports and Instagram. And I'm watching the Eagles Redskins game. Yeah. Can't be a show until I yawn. I don't know if it's subliminal. I always yawn. There isn't a show that goes by that, have to pop out a yawn. And Brian, I agree with you. But I think if that happens, well, actually, let me rephrase. Tom Telesco, the only time, and I think we can check this, but I think the only time he moved up in the draft was to draft Monty Te'o, kid out of Notre Dame that has a problem figuring out which girlfriends are real. I think that was it. Mission granted, Anna. Good to see you. And again, for those on IG, we got Shane, the Slump God, Tiki D8, again, who I think is my friend from an agency that works in Arizona. Big 714 is here. To me, 714 is, Babe Ruth. 714 home runs. And Aaron had 755. I don't know what Bonds had. I used to know when I was a kid, it was 714 was the record, right? 714 was the record. Then when, Henry retired and he went from being a Milwaukee Brave to an Atlanta Brave and went back to Milwaukee the latter part, I think it was the last 2 years of his major league career. In fact, I have a bobblehead over there in my collection of with Hank Aaron in his Brewers uniform. I think he retired with 755, and then was it 786? That number sounds familiar for some reason. Somebody look that. Well, you know what? Screw it. I will. Okay. MLB home, because this has bugged me. Home run record. Okay, no. Went to Derby. I want to see Derby. MLB home 762. Barry Bonds. And again, it's not it is the record, but it's not. The non-steroid record is 755. Henry Aaron. That's the record. To me, pardon me. Just thinking about Barry Bonds makes me yawn. It's a slow day. I mean, the Eagles are on TV playing the Commanders. And maybe the Commanders, or I should say the team that plays in Washington, will go back to being the Redskins. I think they should. I ain't saying, well, fuck it. I'm going to say it. For all you woke people out there, fucking get off. Go back. Washington Redskins. And it's selective. It's selective. Washington Redskins changed their name, but the Kansas City Chiefs don't. Cleveland Guardians changed their name, but the Atlanta Braves don't. Fucking selective. Jason said that Jalen Hurts is through his worst pass. I missed it. I was probably doing my woke shit or anti-woke shit. Kelly Lewis gives me a thumbs up. Hey, Kelly. Thank you. Fucking change it back. I mean, the only thing that they can keep that was changed, and I've said this before as well, the original Washington Redskin fight song was Hail to the Redskins, Hail Victory, Braves on the Warpath, Fight for Old Dixie. Okay, that's a little, too overboard. So they went to Fight for Old DC. I get it. I like that one. Still calling the Redskins. My compadre's name is a diehard Redskins fan, and he still wears his Redskins gear. Cool, Anna. That's fucking online, man. Well, if Hurts had a shitty pass, the Redskins still, the Commanders have the football. Getting back to the Commanders, when you think of the Commanders, you think of Jaden Daniels, you think of Cliff Kingsbury. What might have been had Kingsbury came in to be the Raiders OC, but the Raiders weren't going to give him that third year. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Kelly. I like this. What's up, Jack? Always will be Redskins. I was born in D.C., but still a Raider fan. Thanks, Cal. It's the Redskins. The Commanders have no oomph to it, right? And like right on cue, they show a picture of Cliff Kingsbury. But they got the quarterback. And now this kind of goes back to what I was saying with, the Raiders. If they start winning games that they really shouldn't, they don't need, they have 2 wins right now. And we've discussed this ad infinitum, is that, the Dolphins have 3 wins, and they play the Dolphins. They already played the Browns. The Browns have 2 wins, and they beat the Browns, which is why the Browns have a higher draft pick than them. The Giants are probably going to lose out. Giants probably going to get the number 1 draft pick. But the Raiders need to continue to lose. And I hate saying that. But like was it Brian was saying? EMAC Daddy wants the Commanders to win tonight. I'm from Philly. I admit it. But yeah, I don't care at this point. What might have been have Daniels would have been. Yeah, but the thing is, the Raiders told Kingsbury, we ain't going to go up and get him. The Raider organization, was not going to give up all that draft capital to move up. Because what we wanted to do and what people above us wanted, it wasn't a mesh. But here's the big but. Big but. I think this year, this upcoming draft, and it's stupid, but I think it's going to be one of those things where if the Raiders do things right, and remember, we have over $100 million in free agent money, you got to get a line. You got to get the best left tackle. You got to get the best guard, one of the best, or should say the best guard in free agency. And, you know, if you need a center, okay, but I think JPJ can be, that's why I think you pick up 2 guards and a tackle in free agency. EMAC says, I think Buffalo will beat Kansas City this weekend. I think so too. But will Buffalo be able to beat Kansas City if they play them again in the playoffs? I think Kansas City, I know it woulda, coulda, shoulda, but fuck them. They should have lost to a bunch of different people at different times. So we had their number until fucking, there I go with my F, sorry. You know, it was close. And then our starting quarterback, who will be starting again this weekend, Gardner Minshew, or Gardner Mishap, fumbled. We couldn't put it in on the Kansas City defense 4 times within the 5-yard line. And it sickens me watching Patrick Mahomes. It sickens me. Now I find out that him and his house and Kelsey's house were burglarized. You know, you really shouldn't wish bad things upon people, but you know what? Fuck them. Good for them. You guys should get an offensive-minded head coach. Yeah, well, not really. Butker will be out. Oh, is he out for the game? Will Antonio Pierce get fired? That's the question there, Emac, and thank you. I'm over. If you can, Emac, come on over to YouTube so I can put you catch the ball first. Catch the ball, then run with the ball. Seen it too many damn times. Okay, yeah, it was a tip, but he had it in his hands. Catch it, then run with it. Well, I don't have a YouTube account, unfortunately. You can't just pop in. Even if I put the link out, you can go to StreamYard. I tell you what I will do. There, Emac. I'm going to hear you can go to StreamYard. When I put that up, I can only use Twitch. Okay, yeah, you can go to StreamYard. You've been on before. Emac Daddy is the Seattle fan. Nice young gentleman. Yeah, but you can hit the link. Taylor Swift has ruined the game of football. Amen to that. Oh my God. Taylor Swift, God. Nauseating. So Bucker's gonna be out for a few weeks. Okay. But if you want to pop into the show tonight, Emac, because Emac was in here before, and again, boy, he's been just tearing up Instagram. AGNB Day join, thank you, on IG. Callie Cush 909. Cush is dope, right? I think it is. Geester 64 also over there on Instagram. So thank you. If you're there on Instagram, thank you. I appreciate it. Pop over to YouTube, please. No. I see. I really don't. I really think that comment And I hate Patrick Mahomes. Don't get me wrong. I hate Patrick Mahomes. But if I remember correctly, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think he was asking because the offensive lineman was called for being in the backfield. And he was, he was saying, asking if he's close. I think it was because of that. Because, wide receivers, they ask the officials, am I on the line? Am I okay? Am I close? Am I okay? Am I good? But if Patrick Mahomes really was asking, to let the officials let him know if somebody was close, fuck you, Patrick fucking Mahomes. And there's my other lady, Dory. Love you, Dory. Love Anna. Dory, I love being here because, Dory and Anna are almost always here. Either that or you can watch a lackluster Thursday night football game on the Prime Network. I don't realize why, the Eagles. Oh, by the way, Saquon went over 1,000. So it's him and Henry. And it's the thing, but can somebody just beat the fucking Chiefs? Can the Ravens do it? Can the Bills do it? Yes, I hate them. This three-peat shit is nauseating. The only thing for the Chiefs to lose is if Mahomes gets his leg broken. Yeah, I get it. And fucking do it. I remember, because I'm old, when before they had bounties, like the defenders, the Raiders did that. The Raiders did bounties. They did. They had bounties. They had it, where they would have like a pot, and if you had the big hit, and amongst your defensive friends, you got the pot. It was like a locker room betting thing. Those bounties. You should talk to Raiders players and break them. Hey, I'd love to. I'm right next to the tunnel where the Raiders come out. They don't listen to me, though. I mean, really, you're going to listen to a dude that dresses a pirate at a game when you're focused on the game? Only for Chiefs and for guys who won't have the guts. Yeah, Raiders used to do that shit. They didn't care. And I agree. It doesn't matter. He still asks the O-line doesn't get help lining up only the wide receivers. True, but it's done. It's done. Jimmy Farrell, aka Raider Eeyore, thank you for being here, sir. Good to see you. What about the Saints? No, EMAC. I'm talking about before. Was before the Greg Williams being the Saints defensive coordinator and bounties. This was in the 70s when the Raiders had bounties and pots for, breaking one off and beating a motherfucker. Had to have some Arnold Palmer. Thanks, Ed. And I was talking with Ed. I said, Ed, I moved some things at the desk. What I ultimately am going to do in my mind, this extra computer over here is going to go over there where a guest can use it. And then this screen is going to go over here. And then that screen is going to go in front. I'm going to have like a corner. And then the camera is going to shoot that way. So all the stuff that's on that wall will be seen kind of because my drum set's over there now. The drum set wasn't over there before. Let me show you my drum set. See it. Yeah, my drum set up. And I've been saying I need to use it. I need to use it. I do. I had the well, okay, I can show you. It's still probably messy, but I had my CD system, and I'm moving things. That thing right there, it's a bunch of what's it? 4 signed footballs, couple signed baseballs, 4 helmets. Was it 4 mini helmets and 2 baseball bats? I'm doing things slowly. Doing things slowly. Barrel, fuck off. Zildjians. Yeah, there's Zildjians and there's another one, the cheap one. Those were just throwing. Yeah. I know you're a pasties guy because Neil Peart, and I said it correctly, used pasties. I use Zildjians because my dad used Zildjians. I'm use what my dad uses. Remo heads, Remo drum heads, Zildjian cymbals. Fuck you. Girl thinks he's John Bonham. Whatever, Jimmy. I'm not a great drummer. I am a drummer. For years and years, but yeah, I know they were bounty hunting or EMAC. I'm talking about way before the Saints were bounty hunting. Well, I got the right drum heads. Thanks, Jim. I got the Jimmy Farrell seal of approval. Wow. Oh, no. Okay, there you go. Io Chachi and Jason Ramirez, thank you for being there. It'll be a change. It'll be a change if I get things done the way I want to. So I'll be like this. I'll be here, and then the camera will be here, and it's a function. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, but it will be done. But little by little, gives me things to do. Furpo, thank you for being here. Got to have that Raider thing. How are you celebrating your off week? My dad died 4 years ago. Oh, Ken, I'm very, very sorry to hear that. My condolences to you on those deaths. And cancer is it's a horrible disease. Horrible. So I wouldn't. No, I'm lying. I would wish cancer on my worst enemy. You know how they always say I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy? Yeah, you would. If they're your worst enemy, you're gonna think something bad about them. Hey, Chris Lentz, 4-4 Flyers in the third. Wow, well, who are they playing? Oh shit, I forgot. Oh, I got it on my DirecTV's been screwing up. Let me know, Chris, because I have my DirecTV's been having technical difficulties. So I have it on it's one reason why I have it on the the Fire Stick. Yeah, let me know who they playing. 4-4. Love my Flyers, but they're another thing. So again, blessings to you, Ken. Matt Bouchane, hey, good to see you there. Long time, bro. How you doing, Matt? Matt is the brother of my roommate from Guantanamo. I'll say it. We were working in Guantanamo. My roommate is now in England, so blessings to Matt. Matt's up in somewhere up in Minnesota, I think, or Iowa or something. Your Raiders are doing good. No, they're not. Brian says the game is boring. Probably. I might put on the hockey game. Your Islanders are on at 10. Well, I'm definitely, yeah, to each his own. You know, I said you got to have something to watch when you see that your Raiders are friggin' losers. That was a nice pass. Good attempt. Good defensive coverage by, who is that? Sandris? I didn't see who the good DB play by their cornerback. Yeah, it's an old school game where, you know, the defense is actually doing their friggin' job. Hurts gets the first down, rushes out. Good, nice running for Jalen Hurts. And going back to, because we're going back to what Brian was saying, will Telesco move up in the draft, or will he stand pat wherever the Raiders are? I think if the Raiders are picking in the top 5, I think if they're picking in the top 5 and the margin to move up isn't as great, then they might move up to get the guy they want. And then you better be right. If you move up to get somebody, you better be right. Ray's going to be the Yankee. Yeah, Steinbrenner Field. Yep. Thanks, Matt. Oh, karaoke for you. Cool. Thank you there, Matt. No, when I was in Gitmo, Jeff, and I know you're kidding, but I got to go home every night and I wasn't locked up. And I work at, that was, you know, and you're not the first to say, I also work at Leavenworth when I'm on my part-time thing. So I go from one prison to another. But my jobs don't involve prisons. Well, the first one did. In Gitmo, I will say that. Chris Lentz is giving me my game update. Thank Chris, still 4-4 with 4.5 left in the third period. That wasn't a tush push, was it? Oh no, it was a Barkley. So now it's 3rd down and goal for the Eagles. Where they on, like 3-yard line? Yeah. Okay, it is one of those, man. That's my third yawn tonight. Well, what a fucking year this week has been. Yeah, I got you, Ed. Okay, what just, if we move back too far by the end of the year, we have no choice but to trade up for him. Who's him? Who is the him you're talking about? Because that's the question. Who's him? Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward. Those are the two hims. This is like, there's always like the 2 quarterbacks. Like, which one are you going to take? You're going to take Manning, you're going to take Leaf. Are you going to take, better get out of there, Hurts? Oh, he did kind of, that's a forward pass. Is it Manning or Leaf? Is it, Stroud or Young? It's always at least 2. Hi, D. Crispin. Thank you for being over there on Instagram. I wonder how much better offense would be if we had Kingsbury right now. A hell of a lot better. Jimmy, a hell of a lot better. But look at the personnel that the Washington has. I might need to go get some more. Parched. Last thing the Raiders need is a diva. True, Anna? You know about that. Looks like the Jets going to have their second loss. Holy crap, John Robinson died? Wow. Blessings to him. 89 years old. Still a rich life. My first goal is to get to 60. First goal. That's in 4 months. So you get to 60 in 4 months. That's the first goal. Then the next goal is to get to October 15th next year. That's when I have some money coming my way. Rest in peace, John Robinson, former coach of USC and the LA Rams. There you go, Chris. I saw it. Yes. And John Robinson was a friend of the program. You know, Al Davis friendly when the Raiders were in LA. He was at USC, and you know he was obviously when he was with the Rams. Man, Austin Eckler, the Chargers screwed up letting him go. Right? They did. Austin Eckler is just, he's amazing under Cliff Kingsbury. But Jaden Daniels wouldn't be the Jaden Daniels of now unless he had the offense that he has with him. So I can't see that. Yeah, and one of John Madden's best friends. Thanks there. Jeff knows these things. But if you want to come into the show, got to hold the flag. You got to hold the flag tonight for military night. Cool, Chris. Military appreciation night. That was nice. Where was that, Chris? Was that in Philly? Was that in Philly, Chris? Were you at the Eagles game or some other thing? I know Chris is up there in that area. But that's cool. In Philly, yeah, but where were you at the Eagles game? Because why aren't you still there? I think if you did the flag, you'd still be. Maybe it was another game. Okay, I'm going to copy the link. Okay, I'm going to push it up over here to. If you're on Instagram, there's the link. Come into StreamYard. You can talk. I'm going to push it here on YouTube. Come on in. The link is there. Yeah. God, tired. I don't know why. Hit the link, hit the link, hit the link. Come on in and talk. Jaden Daniels does look good, even if that's not a catch. They're calling it a catch or calling it yeah, they're calling it a catch. He mentioned it on his page early on his show earlier today before he went to the tailgate. Oh, Jamie. Oh, I thought it was you, Chris. Jamie got to hold the flag tonight. So Philly sports guy. I'm sorry, Chris. I thought it was you. Let me read that. So Jamie Philly sports guy. That's cool. That's awesome. I'm sure that there's a bunch of pictures of him with the flag for, military appreciation. And I like this, Kelly. There are games. There are games. Lose the rest of our games with please kick Carr into Saints' ass. Here's the thing. Yeah, because then if he loses to the Raiders, he would have lost to all 32 teams. So if he loses to the Raiders, he would lose to all 32 teams. And the Saints have a couple more wins, so I don't think that would be. So that's not a bad win. That's a cool win. Plus, it's a fuck you to Derek Carr. I personally would like to see the Raiders beat the Bucs because I live here. It's personal. It's personal. By the way, it's now halftime with the Commanders up 7-3, and the Philly field goal kicker did miss one, so it could have been 7-6. Hurts is in the blue tent getting checked out. Yep, okay. Well, he's out of the tent now. He's kind of semi-jogging to the locker room. Looks cold up there. Looks cold. Carlos, can you ask me an honest question? Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm in, Carlos. You can ask me an honest question. I might not answer it, but you can ask it. Beat the Bucs in the chest and then lose the rest of the season. Well, okay. Bucs, yeah. Chiefs, that would be great. The Saints, then we'd have 5 wins. And we'd still be picking top 10. People don't like to use the word tank. I totally get it. Maybe we suck enough not to do so. Why not lose more games this year with Minshew as the starter to get a possible quarterback in the draft? I think that's what we're doing. I honestly think that's what we're doing. I think that Antonio Pierce has figured out that Desmond Ridder is a better quarterback or has more talent than Gardner Minshew. I really think so. I think that he can surmise that the Raiders will have a higher draft pick with more losses, and Gardner Minshew doesn't guarantee more losses, but it would be more adept at losing. So, yeah, I get it. And it's one of those things. Oh, excuse me. And why not lose one with Minshew star to get a pot? Yeah, I think that's what we're doing, Carlos. I really do. I really think so. Overtime. Okay, so that means the Flyers got a point. So the Flyers get a point tonight against the Ottawa Senators. Are they any good this year? Senators used to always suck. Washington Senators, the Ottawa Senators. So at least the Flyers get a point. Hopefully it's worth it. It's one of those things. I honestly think, and we were doing the schedule thing. I think the Jags beat us, and they're vying. They got a win that they weren't expecting. So I think the Jags have 3 wins. So if they beat us, that would keep moving on up. The Jags, and there's another team that we play the Jags are in front of us. So I think that if we lose to the Jags, there's another team, and I know we play them, and they're horrible too. Hell, the Panthers got 3. right? Panthers got 3 wins. Yeah, I think so. We can, in fact, I'll Google it now because we already Googled the Major League home run record. Okay, 2025 NFL draft order as of now. Okay. Okay. According to this, the Jaguars have the top pick. Okay. Giants, number 2. Okay. Jaguars, they can beat us. So then they would, we'd move in front of them. We beat the Browns. We are not playing the Giants or the Titans. So right now it's Jaguars, Giants, Titans, Browns, and Raiders, right? So if we lost to the Jaguars, we'd move up a spot. The Giants, Titans, and Browns, we beat the Browns, so that there's nothing we can do about that. We gotta keep rooting for the Jaguars, the Giants, and the Titans to lose. And the Dolphins, because they're behind us. And we play the Dolphins this weekend. So the Dolphins should be 3-6, and we'll go to 2-8. And I don't think the Jags are off, right? Oh, and I look, our offense is ranked 32nd. Well, that says it all right there. Our defense is middle of the road, they're 17th. So they're in the middle of the road. Of all of the teams that are on this list, who has a higher ranked defense? The Browns are 16th, so they're 1 ahead of us. The Dolphins are ranked 14th, and they're behind us. Who is it? Titans have the 13th ranked defense. It looks like the Jags have the worst defense, and their offense really sucks. 22nd, and their defense is 32nd. So the rookie, all right. The rookie, who was it? The Russian guy, Chris. Rookie won it for the Flyers, 5-4. So the Flyers win in overtime. Good. I said I saw the Flyers win in the shootout last Thursday. So was it a week? Yeah, it's been a week. So the Flyers win on back-to-back Thursdays. Good to see you, Miss Ruelas. And AKA the Sly Fox is also here, and of course, thank you for that. So, hey, I feel better already. The Flyers are winning. Let's get back to the comments. No, actually, Cleveland is behind us. So, okay. Not according to this. Whoever said that? No, Cleveland's number 4. Who said that? Jeff, no, you're wrong. Cleveland and New York Giants are ahead of us. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're ahead of us. 2026 Led Zeppelin biopic like the Queen movie. Oh, okay, yeah. Raiders' next win will be versus the Chiefs. Okay. The only game I want to win the rest of the year is the Chokers game, week 17, unless it interferes with the draft pick. Yeah, you were right originally there, Jeff. And what I was saying, so we can lose to the Jaguars and we could lose to the Dolphins to solidify our mark. With nothing else will help us other than the Giants and Titans and Browns got to win some games. We could be the 4th pick. Easy. we can be the 4th pick. And, so the Saints are 9th, and we play them. The Panthers with 3 wins. Wow. It's amazing. And we're only here for a little while. If you'd like to come in and put it up again. If you'd like to come in the show, please do. And please do. Remember, I only got to be here an hour. Telesco has Brady and Davis in his year at the 2025 draft. Well, you know what? And this pains me to say this, but at least I'd be listening to Tom Brady. And if Tom Brady wants Sanders, and Mark says, listen to what Brady says, might happen. Yeah, I was, and thanks, Mike, for saying that. I was listening to Sirius XM the other day when they were talking about the documentary on Zeppelin. I want to see it. I was actually just listening to Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. Did I say that already? Yeah, Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. It was on my sound system. I put it on, but then I'd get a YouTube strike. I don't want to do that. But yeah, the sound is good. So I might. Oh my goodness. I apologize, man. Oh man, friggin' yawns. What was that, the 5th or 6th one? Anyway. See what happens when nobody calls in? It's an easier to yawn type of show. We're 52 minutes in. Please hit the link, please. No, Carlos, no, you don't have to be you don't have to apologize. We're all focused. Seriously. You know why? Because okay, let's see which one. I will be able to watch the Raiders this weekend on my TV because it'll be playing local. It'll be the Dolphins. Now, if I'm over at my friend's house I'm either picking up my scooter on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know which day yet, but it'll probably. Well, I don't know. Because I changed it. I told him that Sunday would be better when I thought something was going on Saturday. So we'll see. But no matter, I won't watch the game, but I will tape the game and I'll watch it, and then so I will be able to do the Sunday show. And talk intelligently about it. Hennessy baby join. Thank you, that Hennessy baby. But if you don't come in the show, I'll be gone at the top of the hour. It's only I know that there's not a lot to talk about, but it's like the thing to talk about is this. It sucks when it's not even, and this is about the time when the Raiders have sucked historically. We'd be looking towards the draft. We'd be looking at the draft already. It's about right. Or it's not even the halfway, or it is basically the halfway point of the season. We're like, okay, well, who can we get in the draft? Second half pick is the kick, I should say, is going up. Was that a fumble? See people running in like a. Oh, it was some fighting too. Some fighting. Okay, the Redskin or God, it's hard to say. The Commanders retained possession. Let's see where the ball came out. Oh yeah, he was out. Oh, and who was it? Walker. Thank God for Walker. Dived on it. Yeah, we're talking about the draft. The season's halfway over, and we're already talking about the draft because there's really nothing really to get excited about in the season. Robinson with about 8 or 9 yards on a carry. He had a nice 1-2 punch there between Robinson and Eckler. I'm probably gonna have to because I've been finding things. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Probably gonna put those Captain Jack beanies. Get them ready for sale. Raiders need to regroup for the next year. I can wait for that. Therefore, we will be a complete. Jimmy, you're in good health. You can wait 3 years. I don't know if I can. I mean, I can wait, period. But I might not see this team get good again ever. Health, Jimmy, health. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yep. Kind of over the top there, asshole. You're looking around like you didn't do anything. Oh, Dijon. That was the first round pick, right? Yeah, I think it was. Pass interference on Dijon. I think that he's a safety, if I remember right. Ooh. That was ticky tack. I tell you, the Eagles had, or the officials could have more blatantly called roughing the passer. Jean's penalty was more ticky tack. Anyway, I'm tired of every quick fix every year. Yeah, well, why not have it? Folks, please. Okay, yeah, Coach. It was. You put his. Okay, so he had one tug, but it was. No, I wouldn't even call it. Was. I think that was kind of a bullshit call. That's Eckler. God, Eckler. Every time I see him, he's running out of tackles. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time. If you want to come into the show, or if you want to watch the game, that's good too. But I'm going to put it up one more time because I'm tired. And tomorrow I got to bring my truck to a. I was talking to Eddie Winchell about it already. I'm getting it Cerakoted so that the paint, the nice new paint job I have on it will stay. Getting my windows tinted, which in Florida is something I've enjoyed that with my new truck. I'm getting, that on my old truck too. And I'm getting a wonderful new mirror. Oh, I heard somebody. Yay! Good to see you, Mike. I'm glad Mike Sarah's going to come in and say, he's coming in to save the day. Mike, you got to connect your camera or your microphone. I want to add Mike Sarah, but it says you got to connect. They will need to connect their mic. Oh, he left. Damn it. Maybe he'll get it. I'll stick around for a little bit. Maybe Mike can fix that. Yeah, not my $1 million truck, but my nice old 20. Was it a 22-year-old? It's a 2003. So 21-year-old truck. Yeah, 21-year-old truck. It looks nice. That's Ed Winchell. Hopefully we'll get Mike Sarah in. We'll try it again. And yeah, Jeff, if you want to come in for a little bit, that's fine too. I'm tired though. I do got to wake up early for I was talking to Eddie Winchell though. I said that at least the new portion of the desk will be rearranged. And so this is the new football. It's a Marcus Allen football, which is cool. DC can't get a turnover. Sorry, can't get a touchdown, but they aren't going for a field goal. Okay, I good. I'm going to add Mike Sarah. There you go, Mike. It's dark.
All right. Hey,
How
I'm
you
here.
doing, brother? Good to see
I'm
you.
walking in the dark right now.
Well, Mike, you always are doing something that's good for your health, so that's good for you.
Yeah, I'm dog sitting, so I'm walking this dog right now.
Cool.
Yeah, exciting time.
Yeah. Now, how now it would be. Well, I guess it would be 10, so it would have been dark anyway. I was going to say, is it was there a change in daylight savings or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like I think we're an hour behind you guys. We start getting dark around 5:30.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting that time. And by the way, folks, there's still a hurricane that's going to hit Florida before the end of hurricane season. So it's going to hit us next week. So we'll see. I'm kind of sick. I actually had some guys from the Army Corps of Engineers do a spot repair on my roof before I can get some regular repairs done for free, which was cool. So they came in for Operation Blue Roof, and they fixed they did a little bit of roof repairs for me. So now I got to get some roofers and fix that up, and then hopefully FEMA will come through on shit so I can get things done. But I saw Mike. I saw you were on Wild Wild West, and it's like it was good to see you. What was
that show is ridiculous. Terrible.
The only reason why I came on Wild Wild West was because Richie Riche was over there on NFL Nation Live, and he made an effort. So I said, I'm going to come and say hi. And I did. And I was in and out.
Yeah, and Richie's cool. I like Richie. I don't have a problem with that. I definitely don't like the Charger boy.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why I don't do the show anymore was because of him.
And, Jack Kenna's on there, but what are you going to say? We're shit. We're 2-8, 2-7. What the hell we are? We're horrible. So it's what are you going to do? You can't really say much.
Yeah. And I do like Alex. At least Alex, even though he's smug as shit, it's like, what can you say? Because their team keeps winning. Even though they
what are you going to do? You can't go off on them. So.
Yeah. But what do you think?
Even though they have a little help each game.
Oh, a little help? A little help? Shit.
Isn't it just ridiculous?
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. What now? I gotta ask though. Do the Chiefs lose this weekend, or do they wait to lose to us?
I would love to see them lose this weekend, but I don't know what the luck they have, the way they have things go their way. They'll probably end up winning again. They're not going to be undefeated. They're going to lose to somebody unexpectedly. Now, I don't know. It won't be us, but it'll be somebody.
Well, I hope it's us.
Well, I would love to see us too, but we just don't have the personnel.
Well, I mean, honestly, other than Aiden O'Connell, and okay, what was it? We don't have Adams like we did last year, but really he didn't do anything in the game last year, if I remember right. So it's like
No.
if we got Aiden O'Connell back, the offensive line is just so much worse this year than it was from last year. It's horrible.
I honestly think a new coordinator is going to help. I mean, it can't be worse. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was horrible. The play calling was the worst. And it didn't help that, and I've seen Minshew quarterbacks on other teams, and he's just awful this year. And I think it's just he's lost all confidence in himself.
Yeah.
Because of that Luke Getsy offense he was running. And, I mean, yeah, he's not good, but I don't think he's as shitty as he's playing this year.
I agree with you. I thought that when we got Gardner Minshew, I said, you know what? That's not a bad pickup. And I didn't realize how horrible Luke Getsy was. I didn't realize how horrible he was.
Well, he was the last quarterback to beat the Raiders in Oakland.
Right.
Last game they ever played there. He was the quarterback for the Jags that beat us.
Well, remember, it was him and the officials that game.
Yeah, they didn't stop the clock. I think something happened. I can't remember. I don't think they stopped the clock.
No, they did stop the clock. That was the problem.
That was
the problem. They did stop the clock. And it was they said that Carr was going out of bounds or whatever, and they stopped the clock when he was out of bounds, Carr was inbounds and he was tackled inbounds, and they stopped the clock for something stupid like that. So the Jaguars got more time. And by the way, it was a first down and they called it a fourth down. So it was a bad spot and a clock stoppage, and the Raiders had the punt. And I'm in the black hole, the real black hole for the last game. Okay. And my seats weren't in the black hole. I had seats, and Eddie Winchell sat with me in my seats. I had club seats in Oakland. Now, granted, they're not club seats like they have in Vegas, but I did have club seats in Oakland, right? So I had really good seats, but I went down to the black hole for that game. And I do have, in fact, if you do come to the house, somebody ripped off one of the cup holders from the seats, and they said, "Here, pirate, you need this," old gruff guy that like this. And he threw it in my bag. So I got a cup holder from Oakland Alameda Stadium, but I also have a seat that's from there that's signed by, was it Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen, Jim Plunkett, and maybe Freddie Blitnikoff, and that's in my room too. But I remember seeing that game, and I was watching as Gardner Minshew and the fucking Jaguars and the fucking officials fuck us, and they threw that one touchdown, and I don't remember who caught the ball, but I remember Gardner Minshew threw the ball to the wide receiver, and they got the go-ahead touchdown. But do you remember, Mike, that Derek Carr threw what would have been the winning touchdown, and it hit the guy in the helmet?
Yep, I do remember seeing that in the highlights. Yep.
Oh my God! So
it was awful. That was
remember that game.
That was really sad. But
Jeff. I take it. Hey, Jeff LaFontaine, good to see you there, brother. And I got a question for you as well, because maybe you're more up on it. Carlos is asking us. He's like, "Who do I got tomorrow, Mike Tyson or Jake Paul?" I haven't been keeping up.
I would go with Tyson.
I don't know enough about Jake Paul to know if he's any good or not, or if he's just
he's
this.
average. He's average, but Tyson's a rock. He looks in good shape. I would not want to face one of his punches.
Yeah, everybody has a plan until you get punched.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's true. Everybody has a plan until that first punch.
I would
So,
think that Tyson would try to get rid of him early. You know, he'll come on early and try to beat him early because a guy in his 60s is not going to want to go 10 rounds.
yeah, Carl says it's more of a money grab. That's true. These guys are getting. I don't know much about this Jake Paul guy. I don't really know anything about him. I don't even know who the fuck he is, really.
Well, it's not Tyson Holyfield. You know, it's not going to be
No.
like back in the day.
Shit, it's not even Tyson Douglas.
Yeah. That was amazing. I'll never forget watching that fight. Never forget Tyson losing because at that time, for Tyson to lose, it was just amazing because you thought he was invincible.
Yeah. And that was in what, 1989? I think I was
Yeah,
in
I was
the
up in
Philippines.
college. I was
Yeah,
up in
I was.
college, watched it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I remember,
Tyson
I remember
or
going to a
Tyson
party.
Douglas, and it was in Japan, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
I
a
remember going to
YouTube
a
boss.
party. I went to a party and told everybody that Tyson lost, and nobody believed it. They're like, "No way."
Oh, so you didn't see it, but somebody
Oh
told
no,
you?
no, I saw it. We watched it before we went to the party,
Okay.
and then we went to the party, and I guess a lot of people didn't watch it, didn't even know it was on. And
Yeah.
I told them Tyson lost, and they're like, "No way." But yeah, that was some good time.
Well, hey, Mike, because again, I know that you are a true fan. As long as you've been talking to me, man, I know true fans and some, wannabe fans.
Yeah,
What do you
77.
think? What do you think? What do you think needs to be done? Now, this is a question I asked Peggy the other night because Peggy says the important thing is going to be who Antonio Pierce has as his real offensive coordinator. I said, Peggy, for that to happen, he's got to last until next year. He's got to get another year. The question is, do you think that Antonio Pierce is going to be our coach next year?
I don't know. That's up in the air. If I would prefer him to be. I don't see why we fire a coach again. It's just crazy. I mean, you know what? It's his first full year. He's having a rough time. No quarterback. Horrible offensive coordinator. Obviously a lot of that's his fault. But I still think you get him next year. We get a high draft choice quarterback. Maybe get a better offensive coordinator. Who knows? I don't know if the Scott Turner guy's going to make it. And you roll the dice from there. But if you keep on changing head coaches, I just don't see how it's good for the organization.
Well, okay, and I agree to a point. I do agree to a point because everybody says the Raiders need consistency, and if they keep doing it's kind of like the like a Lawrence Welk song, 1-2 fire, 1-2 fire. It's like and a van in a tool and a van in a tool. Because it's like everybody, the coaches would be 1-2 years and go. And granted, this is his first full year because he was interim last year. So it would be a full year. But remember, we let McDaniel get into his second year, and he was fired at around October. So it would have been like the year and a half. So he was our coach for a year and a half. How long do you give AP next year if he comes back? I mean, if they're horrible, I
Well, I
say
think
you
if he
get rid
shows
of them
improvement,
about that time.
if he shows improvement, I mean, if the team is going nowhere like it is this year, then obviously you can't keep them again. But if they're showing improvement and they're showing an upward trend, you got to think about it then. You remember Dan Campbell? How bad Detroit was for so many years, even under
Yeah.
him. I think Kyle Shanahan was the same with the 49ers. You got to give him at least one more year, I think. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's up to Tom Brady now, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, and that's the point is Tom Brady's there for a reason. What the reason is, I don't know. I'm serious. I'm not saying this as a joke. Tom Brady's there for a reason other than what Mark is trying to get, like a legacy, because Mark doesn't have any kids. They thought that he had that one kid by the IG model, and she was fucking somebody else, and it wasn't Mark's kid. So everybody was saying, like, ooh, whoa, look at this. Do you remember that? It was like big news about a year ago. But it's a legacy pick so that Mark has somebody that when he is no longer associated with the Raiders, when his mom dies and he's got to figure out how to take care of all of the taxes on this team, because he can't do it by himself. He's gonna need help to pay off shit. So, and like when Al was still alive, he was selling little increments of the partnership, but he still maintained like 54% control with the 46, but he was selling little increments so that he could still maintain control. So until they get somebody, and until we figure things out, I just ask, and I say this as an old dude, I want to see a team that's worthwhile. That's why I'm not going to Miami. I don't want to waste 10 hours of time, 5 hours down and 5 hours back, and whatever the ticket costs. And I would be staying with my buddy, so I wouldn't even have to worry about, getting a hotel. I would have some place to stay, but it's still, I don't want to spend any money for an inferior product. I don't.
I had the opportunity to go to Tampa Bay this year. I got a friend that lives down there, and he invited us down, and I'm like, I was going to do it, but now I'm like, no way, I'm not going to waste a couple $1,000.
Well, I tell you what you can do is you can get in on my raffle, and if you win the ticket, then all you would have to provide is the way to get there. Because if you won the raffle, you'd have the front row ticket with me. You'd be able to stay with your friend. Then it would just cost you whatever your flight is.
Yeah, there you go. I'll have to enter the raffle.
Yeah, if you enter the raffle, and I was, and it was a shameless plug, but I needed to sell these spaces, so I went for, it's $20 for one number, $50 for three numbers. It's like $70 for five numbers, and $80 for six, or something like that. But it's on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
So if you want to enter, please do. This way you'll have it, and then you can come in. If you win, then you can come in and see the room.
There you go. Yeah, I definitely will. I'll enter. I mean, why not?
But no, I got nothing else to. Yeah, please do, Mike. And it'd be nice to have somebody that I know win the raffle. In fact, I think most of the people that are in the raffle right now, I do know. So I'm going to be sitting probably, or likely sitting with somebody I know. But I'd love it for it to be you too, because this way you can have a great time. We can be in Tampa and enjoy. I mean, it's my only home. I get one home game every 8 years, one home game, and it's in Tampa. But
cool.
I'll be.
I'll definitely. Why not? I mean, I can't pass on that.
Yeah, I mean, and you get as many as you get one ticket. At least do that, and then this way you or get 3 for 50, whatever you want to pop in. And if you win, it's a good thing, because there's only 50 numbers available. Now I do caveat that with people that had because I had the 1 for 20, 3 for 50. I told them, I said, hey, if you want to upgrade to that other space, if providing that there are numbers there. If I have to add numbers to those people to make it fair to them, I will. But when the numbers are there, it's good. So maybe 50, could be 55. That's the amount of. But it's you got one chance, or however chances out of that. No, which ain't bad.
No, hell no. I'll definitely do it. I mean,
Well,
I got, like I said, all I got to do is just pay for my way down there.
yeah,
I have
yeah.
a place to stay.
If you win, yeah, then all you got to do is find a way.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be too bad.
Well, then good. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you spending some of your walking. Remember, you got to do an extra walk though, because I'm on my ass not doing something. Well, technically, I'm on my ass sitting, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I'll go the extra mile for you.
Literally, and I like that.
Literally.
Thank you. Hey,
Literally.
Mike.
All
Hey,
right.
thanks for coming in to save me. Because again, I don't like shows when I'm the only fucker talking, man.
Oh yeah.
I feel better talking with friends.
And I definitely, I was like, I'm definitely going to come in, and like I said, all I'm doing is walking, so it's not that difficult.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or you're lifting weights or you're doing treadmill on the other thing. But yeah, it's good. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you one more question and then I'll let you go. And Jimmy
Okay.
Farrell says it all depends upon what quarterback. Who are you looking for quarterback wise?
For this weekend, or are you talking about like
No. In the draft. In the draft.
I think I go with Shador Sanders.
Okay.
I don't. Cam Ward. I think he's average. Shador Sanders. He looks like he has that special something. I don't know. I just see it when he plays.
Okay. And
And
I don't
I
care.
know that's good. I know with Shador you're going to bring Dion, but
Yeah.
you know maybe they'll make
You know,
Dion head coach. Now that would be fun.
oh my goodness, man. No, see, I can deal with Shador as the quarterback, but I can't do with Dion. You can have Dion as a defensive backs coach,
Yeah.
you know, but not the head coach.
No.
I
He's not.
I can't. But
Well, you know what? I can't say.
stranger things
How is
have
he? How
happened.
is he? I know, but how is he not more qualified than AP is right now? You know,
Oh yeah, he is. He
he's
actually
been a college coach
is
for
more
a couple of years, and
qualified
he's turned
than
around a
AP.
lot of
He
programs.
is.
I mean, he turned around Jackson State, and he turned around Colorado. They're 7-2 now. So I mean, you know, he has some success,
Yeah.
but I don't know what he would do at the pro level. It would be too much of a circus to have him in Vegas for Shador. I mean, I don't know. I just think Shador looks special. So hopefully, and I could be wrong.
Well, Jeff LaFontaine was saying that Brady has been mentoring him. So
Yeah,
if that's true, that's not a bad thing.
I think right now he's as good as Caleb Williams.
I
He's
say that
not.
again,
He's not.
Mike.
I think that right now he's probably as good as Caleb Williams.
I hope he's better than Caleb Williams. Caleb
I do
Williams is a
too.
bust.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, Jaden Daniels is definitely a cut above. He's definitely a level above everybody else. But
Yeah.
as far as young quarterback, but I don't know. I mean, he could be. He'll come in. He'll have some growing pains, but he's just got that athletic ability, and he's got that ability to make plays, which we haven't had in a quarterback in a while.
I was going to say the last quarterback that we had that was athletic, that can make plays. And okay, I'll say this: athletic and can make plays. Okay, technically was Terrell Pryor.
That's what I was.
But
That's what I was thinking. Terrell Pryor.
yeah, but if you even go back and don't laugh at this, but Rich Gannon was athletic
Oh
and
hell
can
yeah!
make plays.
He scored 3 touchdowns in one game against the Colts.
Yes,
I ran in 3 touchdowns in one game against the Colts.
yeah, that was the game where the Colts were up ahead and
We came
and
back and
Beaker
won.
figured out what the play calls were and kept getting the ball turned over back to us, and Gannon came back when we were down like 14 or
We
17
were down like
points.
21-0. I think we were down like
Yeah,
21-0.
well, at least I know we were down at least two, maybe 2.5 touchdown. But
Maybe 17. Yeah, we were down.
yeah, we were down. But yeah, I remember that play. I was in. Let me see. I was in Virginia. So it was like late 90s, early 2000s.
You know what made Gannon so good was he just didn't put up with anybody's shit. He was
Yes.
intense. He fought with Gurdon, but he got his point across, and he was a tough guy to play for. I'm sure that his teammates, I'm sure he got on their asses plenty of times.
Yeah. And you know what? I want Rich Gannon to be involved with the Raiders. Yeah, I know it is a little bit hard to hear Mike, but I'm trying to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Is
It's
that better now?
because I'm reading the comments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
walking, so I'm trying to put this phone close to my face as possible here.
Hey, well,
I basically see in my mouth now. So
trust me, man. I'm uglier than you are, Mike. Trust me. Trust me. So don't worry about that. Audio is better. Audio is better.
Yeah, I got to just put it close to my mouth up here. So.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just wanted to say I thank you for taking a walk with me, or I'm walking with you, and it's always good hearing from you. And by the way, if you do ever continue to come in on Wild Wild West, give that fucker hell.
Oh, I do. I don't even like talking to the guy. He's just an idiot. He's a young punk. He's a punk.
Yeah.
So,
well,
definitely don't
I
like
appreciate that. See, it makes me feel good that I walked out for the right reason. That I just couldn't deal with it.
You definitely did. You had every right to.
Yeah.
And you know what? And the kid's he's such a little millennial punk that he's never going to admit or say sorry or anything. You know, it's just not how they work. They don't operate that way. And he owes you an apology, and I told him that.
Mom can't.
And he kept on.
I can't wait. He kept on. He get on you too.
Well, he was getting on me because I was getting on him about you. I was saying you need to give this man respect. You know what? He's got a lot of respect in the Raider Nation. You know, well, I know you don't like to be called super fan, but you are. And I said he deserves more respect than what you gave him. And then he's like, "Oh, don't give me that age thing." I'm like, you know, he's a young millennial punk.
Well, I appreciate you back. I appreciate you backing us.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't watch the show. I mean, I'll get on there every once in a while, but it's just that we're so bad. I mean, what are we going to say? You know, poor Jack, he gets on there. I mean, you know, he does his best. But what are you going to say? We're horrible.
Yeah. Like I said, the results are in front of you. You know, we can't really say much.
You know, what is it? What is you are what your record is?
You are what your record is. That's true. Yeah.
And we're a 2-8, 2-7 right now, 2-17.
We're either 2-7 or we're 2-8 after this weekend. One of those things. It's whatever.
Yeah, we have no chance in hell winning this weekend. None. Absolutely none.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, I'm gonna cut it. But again, I seriously thank you for coming in, because again, I don't like having shows where it's just me.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoy coming in, and like I said, I don't do it a lot, but I pick and choose my time. So.
Yes, you do. And you knew, and Jeff was going. He says, "No, you got Mike. I'm good. I'm getting out." So you and Jeff know when I need somebody to throw that lifeline to.
That's right. That's right. We're here.
You got it.
I'm definitely gonna register for the raffle, and hey, if I win, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. It'd be great. Yeah, check it out. It's on my Facebook page.
All right, we'll do.
All right.
Captain,
Hey,
well, you have a good one. We'll catch up with you again.
You got it.
I guess Peggy's not coming on for a couple of weeks, but
yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Peggy will be there in 2 weeks.
Yeah, she's the best. She's awesome.
She is, and that's why I'm blessed that I have somebody that I used to do a show with a female. I won't say her name.
I believe me, I know all about that one. I was there for it. I saw it all happen.
God. Oh
That
my
was the
God. Yeah, that's hard. That's why all of those shows are not on my YouTube. They're secret, or they're on my YouTube channel, but they're not seen.
Oh yeah.
I could not.
Yeah.
Could not even have evidence of that shit.
Oh, I was there for the whole thing. I remember it happening. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Not
And
even
Mike,
worth, not even worth talking about.
I appreciate you being a very faithful and good friend for all these years. For no matter we've had disagreements, but you've never been a dick, and I appreciate that, because it's
Well,
true.
we have the same personality. We have the type A personality.
Yeah, we're alpha for sure.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, and that's why we clash a little bit, but that's what it's all about. You know, hey, all Raider fans are you know, prone to crash a little bit. But you know, it's a shame that that we're halfway through the season and we're talking about the draft already. It's just terrible.
That's right. Well, I hope get in on the raffle, and I hope you win, brother.
Yeah, we'll do. All right, Captain.
All
You have a
right.
good one. We'll talk to you.
All right. Hey, thanks again, Mike. You take care. Be always
All
good
right.
hearing from you.
All right. Bye now.
All right. That was Mike Sarek. I love when Mike. Well, I love it when anybody comes in. You know, Raider Tex is over there on Instagram. 81 Raider. Raider Velvet was over there. I'm sorry I missed you. Raiders Man 83 and Era Uno 562. El Calaca. Brother, God, it's been forever. Good to see my very tall El Calaca. Are the Eagles going to? Oh, the Eagles have scored what, two field goals. They missed one, so they could be down only one. But they got to score a touchdown. And Raider Rick 98's in there. And again, what's up to you there, Raider Tex? And for all those that are here, and El Calaca, Ed Winchell says hello to you, and Cool Kev as well. Good to see everybody. Yeah, we're at 90. I'm glad, because our shows are short, but I'm only on an hour for the network, so anything else is a bonus. That's a touchdown. Yeah, it is. Eagles finally. What? Are you shitting me? This is why officiating sucks. I don't know who that guy is. And if they don't get a touchdown because of that call, okay, let's see. Okay, well, it looks like the ball's over, though. So here for the tush push, you know it's coming, and now it's a touchdown. Now it's a touchdown. I'm just saying, if they didn't get a touchdown because of that call, Cool Kev, I agree, they need Ref Guru out there. That was just horrible. But anyway, they got it. Okay, folks, I appreciate everybody being here. I'm going to get some rest, because, again, I got to bring my $1 million old 21-year-old F-150 in to be, got some, what do you call it, the Cerakoting and the windshield darkening. What do you call it? The window shade. What the fuck is that? When you make it dark, whatever that is. But the guys who did my other ones, they're gonna do the same thing that they did for my 2500. Oh, did he miss it? He did. God, you miss a field goal and you miss an extra point. And if they fucking lose because of that, tinning. Thanks, Kev. Window tinning. And he misses the extra point. What a gnome. Okay. Join me on Sunday. I'll have a show on Sunday. I will, if I don't watch the Raiders game live, I will, make sure that I have it taped. But I will watch the Raiders game. 99% sure. But we got that. Have a great weekend. Have a great tomorrow. Have a great, Friday and Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. I ain't going down to Miami because it's not worth the time, money, and effort. And I love my team. I'm never going to not love the Raiders. But sometimes you got to make fiscal choices. But that's the way it is. So again, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you're on watching the stream on the stream of the National Streaming Sports Network on Roku, thank you for being here. Pop on over, hit up my channel, Captain Jack Rackham Levy. Check it out. It's great. I don't say that. What do you call it? Like, egotistically, because we have great conversations, and you can always see them because some of the stuff doesn't get on Roku. It doesn't get on the National Streaming Sports Network. Some of it doesn't. So come on over to my channel. But thank you for watching. We'll see you Sunday on all of the things because I will have my Sunday show on the National Streaming Sports Network. I'll have it on YouTube. I'll have it on Instagram. I'll have it on the Facebooks. It'll be fun. So take care of yourself. We'll see you next show. Yeah, bastards. We'll see you.